Hi, I'm Brian Welk here in the TheWrap studios at Sundance, and I'm here with the team from the Nowhere Inn, director Bill Benz, and writers and stars Carrie Brownstein and Annie Clark, also known as St Vincent. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
So this is a really fascinating film. It really is about kind of merging art and reality and what that means. Talk about where that idea came from and why you wanted to tell it kind of in this mockumentary form that really blends a lot of genres.
Well, I approached Carrie when I was on tour for my last record, and I asked her if she would help me make some kind of a concert doc. Some kind of a concert film, rather. And initially was going to be maybe Portlandia-style sketches in between the live footage. But then we just talked and hashed ideas out, and it just seemed like it should take a totally different turn.
Mm-hmm. There's something sort of wonderfully casual about sketch, but that felt like too much of a disparity between, with Annie's sort of heightened aesthetic and sort of formalism that she brings to St. Vincent. So we decided to elevate the narrative to match that, and we were interested in doing something that was hybrid and had, just kind of spoke to the mystery of music itself. So we didn't want something too on the nose, and that's why it kind of is sort of genre bending.
Yeah, and I think we recognize, too, that even documentaries which sort of purport to tell the truth about a subject are still coming from a lens. There's still a narrative that is kind of crafted, and it still kind of gets final approval from whatever artist,
There's always a layer of artifice there, and your music has always captured that very well. I mean, you've always kind of reinvented your persona on stage in many ways throughout each album cycle. Did this feel like the next evolution of that, this push and pull between Annie Clark and St. Vincent, or how speak to that?
Well, I think in the end, in some ways it kind of blows up the whole character of St. Vincent in a way. It's kind of the final, where else can you go with that? So
you're retiring officially?
I'm announcing my retirement, and
wow.
Gonna coach in the WNBA.
Oh, that's great.
Now, and Bill, talk about working with these two, and how did you work to capture their vision, and this is the incredible visual style that's brought to this movie?
Well, fortunately, they were very easy to work with, but also, fortunately, the script that they wrote was very, the voice of it was very clear, so the script sort of, you let the script become what it wants to be, what it tells you to be, and we talked a lot about the works of Nicholas Roeg, especially his work with rock stars like Mick Jagger and David Bowie in his movies, and likewise Peter Greenaway not working with Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
They're just the formalism of Greenaway and sort of the psychedelic, psychotic Roeg elements were all things we discussed a lot before shooting, and that was sort of the guiding light of the whole project.
Annie, is there a future for more acting for you in the future, or is it something in this vein that kind of blends your many worlds, your personas?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed acting in this movie. But that said, it's, there couldn't have been a more welcoming way. Like, a thing I co-wrote with my best friend that we star in together with, Bill, who's so great and cozy, and it was very easy as a first sort of introduction to being in film.